EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Right away on the game's first play. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It's a gain of 8.
I think this is something that we can expect the rest of the day here, Mike, in the passing game. They love getting the running back involved early. And I think until the defense shows they got a plan to take him away, expect them to continue to find ways to get him involved in the passing game.
From the 33, Here's 2nd and a couple. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Baltimore.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's a big one for the Ravens. 42 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 4-yard line.
Now the 1st carry for King Henry. A dive, and he's in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
You know, it's funny, Mike. I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet, they can collect their way, but it's the defense that is more of a reactive state, and those are the guys that have a hard time keeping their footing. You see them slipping and falling, so early offensive success doesn't really surprise me, and now they have the ability to play from a lead.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. It's the 1st run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that 1st play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson.
Bijan Robinson, ball carrier. Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. No run. This is Jalen Warren. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Bijan. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens' 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Another run here for Robinson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
It's 3rd and 4. Bennett to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. To the air, it's Bennett. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on 4th down.
His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line, a 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action now. Jackson. There's a throw right side taken by Bryant. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
3rd down and 4.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. A couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
On the ground, it's the tight end.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third and inches. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And a nice job. They pick it up. First down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line.
That's good for us.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll run with Robinson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it second down and less than a yard. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And not much there. Quick defense, held to no gain.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
That's Washington, the man in motion. They'll go again with Robinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. That's a Steeler first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Now Robinson. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Here's Bennett. That is pulled in at the 5. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
That's another Steelers first down. First and goal, Pittsburgh.
Robinson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
That ties the game at 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And he will not attempt a return. So this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drop for the loss of a yard.
So they go with a first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Set to go now on first and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. And one cut for Dante Wester. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
10 more yards.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First and 10.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
To the air one more time with Jackson. He pulls it in around the 5. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 4.
Jackson up top again, and that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and now it's 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
4th down. Jackson. That is caught to the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. That his first touchdown of the new year on is Luke to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Throwing is Bennett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That one too far in front. It is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
29-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. It's
2 minutes remaining here in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Third down, 3 to go. Here's Jackson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Ravens first down.
That's good for a Baltimore.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Jackson. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First and 10.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. And the Ravens are going to be set up first and goal. Nice run, getting them down to the 6.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's third down.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Ravens build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. center with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. On the give, it's Robinson. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third down and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Steeler first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
To throw is Bennett. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
Now, faking the give. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Third down. They'll set up to throw. He's got it, man. That's Boyd.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
That's Washington, the man in motion. On first down, it's Robinson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Another run here for Robinson. And he's in! Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Steelers. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
Chris Boswell on for the point.
Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Chris Boswell, we kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. at their own 35-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Seemed like the receiver might ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On second down, here's a run with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On the run to the right. He'll tuck it and take off. Jackson so nimble. He's got the first down and wisely gives himself up at the end.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
First and 10. Now a toss, running left, it's Henry. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 25, here's second and 7. Play action now. Jackson moving to his right.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
On third down, Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This will be from 42 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
From the 38 now, here's second and 4. They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. On second down, it's a run with Robinson. Robinson hit. He's lost the ball.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Jackson now on second down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermine before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Here's a toss left side for Robinson, and he has stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's Bennett. He's got Fryermuth open on the left side. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
Yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
To the air, it's Bennett. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. They get 15 on that game. That's a Steeler first down.
That's good.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game, and the ability to make those two things look alike. Man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Once again, it's Warren. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs. Back-to-back losses.
It's a loss
Now
of a
it's
yard.
third down.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last 2 plays are a great example why.
Throwing, Bennett. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Warren. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Bennett. And that one is intercepted. Jair Alexander picks it off. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Loop now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
Steelers 14.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Bennett to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions. And now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Now he'll work his way out right. Now he'll air one out. And he's going to have the Steelers' 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
1st down.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play. The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, It was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
Finding space at the 15. And he will score. Game on. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the fourth quarter.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Hey, Mosey, you see it. Mosey.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
3rd down, they need 5. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. Going to be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And that'll give them the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Throwing is Bennett. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he's out out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A gain there of 20. Good for a Steeler first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. A quick slant, caught by Boyd. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
11 yards on the connection there. That's a Steeler first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
They'll come up now for second down. Warren.
Warren, the ball carrier.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are right back in this one.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. begin here on the ground. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1 yard gain.
Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.